Okay, we're on. We're on. Great, great, great. So, as of yesterday, I'm stopping with Mist. For now. It all depends on what happens. But now we move on to a game known as Riven. This is the official sequel to Mist. Monitor adjustment. Turn the contrast of your monitor up as high as it will go. If you can't see the orange square, turn up the brightness. Okay. We're gonna actually do this. Turn the contrast in your monitor up as high as it will go. Contrast. There's your high contrast mode. Volume adjustment. Ooh. Kind production team has put a lot of effort into the sound and music of Riven. Okay. Then let's play it. Okay. Ooh. I like the way they did that one that time.
Thank God you've returned.
Yes.
I need your help.
Okay.
There's a great deal of history that you should know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm afraid that I must continue my writing. Here. Most of what you'll need to know is in there.
Okay.
Keep it well hidden.
Well hidden. I got you.
For all reasons you'll discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book, back here to Dunny. But it's actually a one-man prison. You'll need it, I'm afraid, to capture Gan.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've found Catherine, signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back. There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
We didn't... we've been held hostage. Ooh, a human.
今日 Feliaye Kakaware Modo Wipome Tagema Rekoa Tagema So Rekoa Misirapa Mutika Bukuanai Misirapa Mutika Bukuanai
Bukuanai.
Misirapa Bukuanai Bukuanai
What? Okay. So Atreus gave us a leaking book to Riven and we were immediately held hostage. Some guy speaking in some jargon language came and stole the book from us but was immediately killed. By tranquilizer or euthanasia, I don't care. And now there's this other person. What? So, what was the purpose of that? Okay. Water effect enabled. Disabled transitions. Zip mode activated. So, we go in here. And now we're in this place. Okay. So this is probably what? Ooh, we got some notes to read. Let's read those before we even do anything. They held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. I only hope that my revised theories are sound. Revisions to Riven completed. There are still a number of minor adjustments which need to be made, but the basic corrections have been entered and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but have thus far observed no change. It's possible that I've made an error, though I've checked my entry against my pre-notation and can find no discrepancy. I've not had a rest in nearly 3 days. So it may be that I'm just not seeing it if the fault is with my foundational assumptions, however. Perhaps a short rest, I will see something. Success. It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clearer, and although it is impossible to know this with absolute certainty, The island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work, and I should be free. At last, to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me little time to think, to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. I received no sign from her in all that time. I'm afraid that... No, I must assume that she is alright, lest my fears undermine my efforts to bring her back. One moment. Okay. I did not create the Age of Riven, unlike my father. I have never presumed to have such power, and yet the future of all those who live there has fallen into my hands. So far, I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world, but the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible. The problem now is Gen. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he is still the man he once was. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but his history forces me to assume that he is still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Denis civilization has left Fifth Age, as he coldly titled it. The universe has been safe from his corruptive influence for the last 33 years, because no one has been able to leave that. Since the art of constructing books had long been lost with the fall of the Denis, he would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime, and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded. In effect, that is what we achieved, but the way it fell, however, was no one's ideal. Though the sting of the incident has gradually faded from my memory, the deep pain of the responsibility for what actually came to be has never left me. At the time, it all seemed so clear. Gen's destructive path could not be allowed to continue. But it was never my choice that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to pay for it. Enough. To dwell in the past is to die in the present. To dwell in the past is to die in the... Oh gosh. This situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired in the years since that time has yet to be applied to this problem. I'm gonna check something quickly. Okay, good. That's alright. That's alright. Turning off something here. Okay. I think I have the solution. Why did it not occur to me sooner? I do not know unless the idea of it had been pushed out with the thought of my sons. A prison book. Many years ago, during the hunting expedition through the ruins of Denis, I chanced upon a formula for a most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, due to the fact that my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I was forced to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, I was pleased to find that I could still recall most of the formula, and with little experimentation quickly succeeded in creating one of these devices myself. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link. That is, unless someone else uses the book, at which point that person would become trapped and the first person displaced back into the world. So basically like the linking books that Atris used on his two sons in the first game. That's interesting. Didn't know that came from an experiment. The technique can be applied to books that have already been written. Changes to the original text being so slight that anyone who is unfamiliar with the code will be unable to detect them. If indeed my father has not changed, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to be a link back here to Denis? Trouble. My nightly analysis of the island's condition has revealed that the tremors have begun again. The pattern, however, is new. The disturbances are the result of the changes I have made. This did not, at first, concern me. However, tremors of this type were one of the possible side effects that I had anticipated during this initial phase of the island's readjustment. Still, in order to verify my assumptions, I decided to calculate again, incorporating the new data. The results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is much more extensive than I'd realized. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me. I must act while I still have the time. The signs are barely visible, but there is no question that the island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent unless I can keep ahead, and that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. With every passing moment, I gain a clearer picture of the incredible chaos that my father's economy of words has yielded. But it is a dismaying process. The complexity of the problem is overwhelming. There is no end to this. The last few days have all but convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that, at best, I can only strive to delay it now, and hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to receive a rescue attempt. I think I've come up with a way to subdue the tremors. It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to discontinue these journal entries for a while. Something truly miraculous has happened, beyond all conceivable probability. Someone has finally found my lost missed linking book and has freed me from this prison. I immediately realized that this could be the solution to my dilemma, and I believe my mysterious benefactor is willing to assist me. I'm still not sure it can work. The logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the mere fact that it may now be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven and yet proceed with my original intent to find Catherine has given me renewed hope. The last few days have left me little time to work out the remaining problems with sending someone else to Riven. It had occurred to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once Gen had been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven, and risk the possibility of inadvertently releasing Gen. The deteriorated state of the gateway image makes the use of a visual signal impossible, but the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. By measuring and interpreting variations in the noise patterns, I am still able to observe basic changes that occur in the age, even though I cannot see them. The problem is that my instruments can only detect changes that occur on a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual could affect such an elementary change from within an age. The idea might be foolish. Still, there is a known weakness that may be worth investigating, an anomaly that appears as a rift between two separate systems, the star fissure, but how, or even if, this fact could be exploited, I cannot say. Sending someone else to Riven also means that once I receive the signal that they were ready to return, I would have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. However, provided my father was safely out of the way, this should take very little time. After that, assuming the island does not incur much damage in my absence, it should then be a relatively simple matter to hold it together long enough for Catherine to return to Riven and evacuate the remaining islanders. Predetermining a signal without knowing the topography of the island may prove to be impossible, but I'm afraid there can only be one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. The potential of failure will be greatly diminished if the prison book is all that is taken there. I'm sure my father is expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed. So that's all the background. Wow. Just wow. So we have these surroundings. Oh, wait. Arrow keys? I like arrow keys. I don't even know what I did. Where the heck am I? I just entered a room. Okay, so there's this stuff over there. That stuff over there. So this is like a worshipping room. Oh, wait. Door. And that's a chair. That's a chair. Let's sit in the chair. Okay. Okay. I guess I don't know what that does yet. But we have so much more to explore. Okay, that one's locked. So I guess the only way we can go to get to where we need to be is right here. But that's barred off. And what does this button do? It rotates the room. So now, after doing that, where is everything? We need a way through that lets us get to another zone. That's not it. Okay. We got this weird writing that I can't even translate for some reason. The Beatles. Okay. So when we do this, this rotates. So now we gotta pull this one out. Check out. So this is someone getting worshipped. I don't even know at this point. I know that was the one that's gonna show up right there. But I just need to figure out the implications of this puzzle. Oh, it would help if I could read another language. Wait. This is symbolically representing Atris and Gen. I think that first one I saw was Gen. The book right there shows the power of the linking pages. I think it shows channel wood. Maybe selenitic. No. Wait. Chopping down trees to create books. Special books. Writing down the information. Being worshipped. But then being punished. The punishment is supposed to be the ends. These beetles are telling a story. A story that I'm finding very difficult to... Oh. Hi, dead guy. Bye, dead guy. Ha! You could have just run under this the entire time. Oh. It's a perspective puzzle. So moving. So let's go under here. And then move this 2 to the right. Or let's do 1 to the right just to start. Just to see what happens. Okay. And now that's open. One, 2, 3, 4. So let's do this one now. And that opens up this path right here. That's great. And we got some sort of robot thing. We like flipping switches. Where'd that even go? Oh, it's a pipe. That was for the door. So now, I think, when we go back up here, and... What? No? Oh. It's in the realm of possibility now. But it seems like this particular button takes up a lot of time. Okay. Let's see if we can... Yes! It worked! But now we gotta find a way into... Okay. That's one. Two. That means this third one's probably gonna be the one that takes us all the way. And now that that's open, oh, so we got a map of the layout. We have the central node there. Going to first 11 for 11L square with a thing and 1. And then you have oh, these are steam pipes I'm controlling. Now we gotta somehow make it over there. The fact that we can somehow make it up there mind boggles me. Oh, that's a neat zip. Okay. One, two, three. So we only have 2 options to go from there. Let's try here. Don't we have some choice? Oh no, we don't. Okay. Let's keep trying to use this button until we get somewhere. This is a very intriguing game, but also a difficult one. Oh, good. Blanket. I need that. Be cold. Like, very cold. So cold that I don't know what I'm still doing up. Okay, we're here now. Now, what's the significance of having this room? Because there's gotta be a way into it. Just gots to. Okay. This is great. I have no idea where to go. And I got no one on stream to help. Okay. Well, I'm at the rotation puzzle. And I've been there for the past... not hour. I'd say 20 minutes. I spent the first 30 minutes monologuing the book. Which was actually pretty darn fun, if I say so myself. Okay. So now I'm back here. Of course there's another button! Let's go. Yeah. I can tell how slow of a pace this is. Oh, wait, what? That did nothing for me. And yet, at the same time, it did absolutely everything. So, if we go over here, we've already done that. We need to find a way to get up to those bridges. I had originally found a zip somewhere in this corner, but now I can't find it. Oh, it wasn't in the corner. It was right there. Okay. Okay. I have a strange feeling that this device has something to do with the next step. Because we've already flipped, like, what, 3 switches? Meaning that it should have enough power to operate? Oh no! What if it has to do with these 2 cameras right there? Oh! Oh! Okay. So that was great. Now we can enter this room thingy. That button did... Why can't I move? What did I just summon in the background? I get a spaceship? Oh my gosh. It's the only thing you can do though. Okay. I guess we get to explore around in the spaceship. Let's let this happen. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, the Myst games would be so much fun in VR. Okay. And we've reached the stop sign, I guess. Now we go in here and we have two choices. An eye or some stairs. We're gonna go with the eye. Feel like that symbol is important. K-I. Okay. Okay. Now we get to... Ooh. Nothing. Two, three, four. For a moment I thought those were dinosaurs. I'm tired. Wow. Now where am I? I got a pill-shaped ship thing. And it looks like I'm not going into it yet. K-I-D-I. More ladders? More ladders? Oh wait, those ones Don't activate. Okay. Ah. Oh gosh. And now these stairs go up. And we got a bunch more pathways. One goes over here. And we got a door that can open. Great. Big mushrooms. I wish I could do this, but I'm just way too tired. Yeah, I can't do this with the amount of sleepiness I have right now. I wish I could, but I just can't. I'm gonna have to run this tomorrow. But from what I picked up today, it's a really good game. I feel like I'm gonna get really interested in it really quickly. Sorry about that. Just been a really rough day. Have a nice night.